Yo, Taze. Yo, what's up, Zach? I see you're into keyboards. Can you help me? What's the best keyboard? What makes you say that? So what's the best keyboard? Is that your favorite jacket? Yeah. What's the best jacket? Mine, of course. No, this is the best jacket. Nah, bro, that's just your preference. Yeah, so are keyboards. Okay, then bring to this. Wait, no. Yo, Tom! What up, man? Look, I hope you enjoyed the skit. Let me know down in the comments or not if it was a funny skit or not. But look, today's video, we got a keyboard modding video, and well, I definitely got this keyboard for a steal. Just if you guys are clicking on this video and you have no interest in keyboards, me, you know, being a supporter or anything, just before you leave, all I ask is you click the 3 dots, change the playback speed for 2, and just go on your phone and scroll TikTok for a while and just help me out in the algorithm, man. I'm really trying to be a staple on YouTube, and I would appreciate it if you guys help. For the people that are here for the keyboard video, I appreciate you. We're modding a keyboard from GoodWill, and listen, I just don't plainly know how to say, I got it for a fucking steal, okay? Alright, let's get on with the video. Alright, boom. So this is shopgoodwill.com. If you're not familiar with shopgoodwill.com, this is an online auction site where you can pretty much bid on things that you do not want to buy brand new. With that being said, you can tell how many bids are on a post and how many hours before the bid ends. Yeah, so let's look at my keyboard. The price breakdown for my keyboard, it was $15 bid, and tax, shipping, and handling included, it was $29, which is pretty much a steal because this board retailed for $99. So here we're going to unbox it, and we get packing peanuts in the keyboard. And we're just going to toss that off to the side. We're going to unpack this bubble wrap. Now, while I'm sitting here unpacking this, I will tell you guys, I will give you a price breakdown of everything that I bought. But I did get this keyboard for a steal. To reiterate, this keyboard was $29, and all my mods included was a steal. Alright, first thing you want to do is take off all the keycaps to reveal these Cherry MX Browns. Now, I'm not going to lie, Cherry MX Browns are really ass, in my opinion, and that's just my opinion. But if you want to argue, feel free to argue in the comments. I definitely argue with you in the comments. Nah. So you're going to remove all the keycaps, and I'm just fast forwarding this so you guys won't have to see. But after taking off the keycaps, I noticed that this board wasn't hot swap. I was trying to pull out a switch very freaking hard, and it wouldn't come out. So I just took out the screws, and once I took out the screws, you would see that first off, you see the battery, and I was like, okay. And then you check the bottom of the PCB, and it has soldered and not hot swap brackets. Now, I'm not going to bother you guys and bore you with unsoldering every single switch from the PCB, but in a nutshell, I did not know how to solder. In fact, I bought a solder gun just for this keyboard. Or it wasn't the gun, it was the pin version. But anyways, yes, I bought the solder gun and I learned how to solder in 25 minutes for this video. Yeah, if that's not dedication, I don't know what is. Now, we're just going to skip past this part. So here we have the aluminum plate and the PCB, and with the switches out, these are no longer connected. So now these are just 2 pieces and they come apart, and then you take out the stabilizers. The stabilizers we're going to be lubing, and I'll show you how to lube those right now. So here we have the stabilizer. Now you're just gonna unclip it. You're gonna lift up. The stabilizer stem comes out of the stabilizer housing. Now you're gonna clip those two claw-like looking things on the bottom. Yeah, they look like they touch the bottom of the board. Now some people lube those, but I'm not going to. I only loop the stabilizer metal part and I place it back in. And if you guys were having trouble figuring out which side goes in first, basically the two holes side goes towards the side there you place the stabilizer in. Yes, there you go. That's how to loop stabilizers 101. So here's another modding mistake. These switches are 5-pin switches, Gateron Milky Yellows. And my PCB only takes 3-pin switches. So we're just gonna do what any sane human being will do and not order new switches. We'll just clip the ends off and make these 3-pin switches. Yes, as you see here, I'm just clipping all the switches and then you put them back into the PCB. And I tape modded the PCB before I could figure out that I need to solder them back in. So now that we have the tape pre-cut on the PCB, as you see here, we'll just take the tape off, leave it to the side, and solder in the switches. Here's me soldering in the switches. I'm not going to bore you guys. I'm just going to show you one. You heat up the solder and basically let it fall in on the pin socket until all the metal contact points are filled up, and then you move to the next switch. Also, do not lean directly over and inhale the smoke of the solder. It is actually very toxic for your lungs. Did I know this at this point? Definitely not. All right, look, I promise you it's almost done. This is the tape mod. You basically tape over the PCB. You know, regular 5-pin PCBs have extra holes. This one did not. You don't put it back in yet. You actually need to put sound dampening, which is foam. And I'm gonna cut this foam. Ooh, magic. Yeah, so basically you just put it in, you know, line up the screw holes, cut the screw holes, and then you're gonna place your PCB inside the case. But first, connect your daughter board to the battery to the PCB. Yes. Just go ahead and connect that and push it in, and now it's time to put the screws in. Now while I put these caps in, I'll give you guys the price breakdown. The price breakdown is as follows. The keyboard, as we know, was $30. Keycaps were $13.50. The Gateron Milky Yellows were $24 for $70. The soldering kit was $21. Now this is a toss up in the air if you really want to count the soldering kit, because I would need it regardless for future mods and for the hobby. So if you want to count it in this build, or if you don't, is up to you. But I also needed a keycap puller toolkit that came with the 2 brushes, the switch-in keycap puller, and a keycap puller. And that is my total build list. The acoustic sound foam I already had in my room. It's been falling off in some places, and I just want to go a different route with those. But if you do want the price for that, it's about $1.
Why don't you follow me? Yeah. Take my hand, why don't you follow me?